Welcome back to season 2 of the True North Weddings podcast. I'm Mariah McKechnie, your host, and I could not be more excited that we are officially launching season 2 of the podcast. We had an amazing first season where we got to talk to so many vendors in the True North up here in northern Minnesota. And I also just got to share so much about my own personal philosophy behind the wedding brand that I've built. And so in season 2, I'm really looking forward to carrying that energy forward and more. So we have some amazing conversations to come. And in this episode, I'm going to introduce you to a really important person to the True North Weddings brand and highlight some of those episodes so you can know what to expect in season 2. So I hope that you're as excited as I am to go on this journey and to dive into the True North Weddings podcast with me. Let's go. Welcome to True North Weddings, the podcast that helps you navigate an authentic path to your wedding day. I'm your host, Mariah McKechnie, and I'm excited to be your guide in finding your true north along the journey of wedding planning. Over the past 15 years, I've collected a wealth of wisdom and experience working with couples to not only plan an incredible wedding day, but also enjoy the process throughout the journey. I'm thrilled to have this podcast to share this knowledge with you. And on the pod, I'll feature love stories, interview wedding professionals, and give you my honest, unfiltered advice on how to follow your true north straight to the altar and enjoy every last minute of the party. So get ready for bold, beautiful, and inspiring real talk about real weddings and real challenges. Promise me you'll bring an open mind and heart as you listen. Your True North wedding is just ahead. Let's go. Well, kicking off the first episode of season 2 of the True North Weddings podcast, I am so excited to welcome to the studio with me the True North Weddings brand manager and wedding boss, babe.
Boss queen,
Desi Chmielewski. Desi, welcome to the True North Weddings podcast. Did you know when you joined the team that being on a podcast was going to be in your future?
No. That honestly sounds kind of crazy.
Right? Think about it. It's wild that we have this, and I'm so excited about it because it's such a great place for us to share with our clients. And I've just loved the interactions I've been able to have through the podcast in a different way with clients. So I want to give our audience a chance to get to know you because you are such an important part of the True North Weddings brand. As the brand manager, Desi is the first person that you're going to talk to if you're a future client when you come through the door and have interest in working with True North Weddings. And also one of the first people that vendors meet because you're interacting with so many people in the vendor community. And so it's exciting to get Desi's voice out there through the podcast and for people to get to know you. So I would love for you to share, Desi, just a little bit of your background in weddings and how you came to find us.
Yeah, honestly, I never saw myself as a wedding planner or even working in the vet industry. I went to school to be a physical therapist.
That's right. Totally not this.
No. But I started my wedding planning down in Savannah, Georgia, which worked catering side of weddings. Said, I like the planning. I like the to-do list. And then did that from 2022 up until in Savannah in 2022 up until I moved back home to Duluth 2025. Still kind of grew my way into that of, doing day of coordination, assisting, talking to clients via email. And then I came home and worked from home and then had to be let go. And then that's when I stumbled upon True North online in a search of, I want a job. I don't want to give up my dreams.
Yeah.
And then sent you that email that, hey, this is Desi. I need a job. Hope you need me. And then it was like magic because you somehow had an opening and here we are now.
It was universe like sent and divine divine intervention because on that very day I received your email, I literally was like, universe, please send me my next planning queen. I need some, I
That's
need this
exactly
human.
how I felt too, because I was very discouraged and I was just like, oh, I had all these dreams of being a wedding planner and now I have to give that up and just be a mommy. But then I was like, no, and just put yourself out there. Just send the email
Yes.
and it'll come. And it did.
Manifested.
Yeah. And then you were just like, yeah, come see me this week.
When can you start? It was and has always been in my career, like people find you at just the right time. You just have to ask.
Yeah.
And I apply that in wedding planning so often too with clients where like the right vendor will find you. You just have to be asking for the right thing and looking for it in the right way. And I remember seeing your email and being like, you got to be kidding me. Like hours later, here it was. And so Desi joined us and immediately jumped into the role. I was so excited about her wedding planning experience from a different area, a different region, because I think that especially on the coasts, you have probably seen and experienced things that haven't even made their way to Duluth yet and came with just such a different perspective on the industry that we could leverage.
Yeah.
But also you're from here.
Yeah.
So you can connect to and relate with True North weddings, our clients, our vendor community, in a way that felt really whole.
Yeah.
Like you both get it and you've been somewhere else and can bring what you learned there to the mix.
I've already noticed so many little details that are different about weddings down south than they are up here. Like one small thing is the way people view cocktail hours down south. We would just always cocktail hour, cocktail hour, cocktail hour. But then up here, I've noticed people have longer cocktail hours, and that's not always the term that they use. It's more of a social hour, which I
is
like.
More than an hour.
Yeah, and
usually.
I've noticed most of the time they're more than an hour, and it's more of just like a super laid, which all times they're super laid back, but just more of a, hey, how are you? Oh my God, haven't seen this cousin, haven't seen this friend. Like, I don't know. It's just weird seeing the little trends already and little different things so far between the South and the North. And
you went from deep South to True North.
Yeah.
and now you're fully immersed in it.
Even like the venues are so different. Like it's just crazy. And the time frames of when weddings happen, it's also different yet the same.
Yeah. And I can imagine like you're kind of learning a little bit different way, but yet it's familiar because you grew up here. So you're sort of reconciling those two things.
Yeah.
And I think I always love when someone can bring a different perspective because there's no one way to do something.
Exactly.
And we can get really stuck up north here in like, well, this is how it's always been done. I remember when I first came to Duluth and hung a shingle as a wedding planner, people were like, wait, what? That's not a thing. Like, we don't have those. We don't need those. And I had to prove that it was a thing, that they did need me, and that there really was like such a valuable reason or offering behind what I could do. So I love being able to have that perspective of like, there's more than one way to do this. And we can see that all across the country, all across the world.
Yeah.
Just because we're up here in the True North does not mean we are not inspired by weddings all over.
Right.
So since Desi joined the team, she has been connecting with all of our clients and working on so many weddings, kind of seeing it all and getting immersed from Grand Marais and all through Duluth and just getting like such a good perspective. And also helping to bring the True North brand into a whole new era, from the podcast to some exciting new things that we're going to be launching soon. She joined us at a time when we are about to take what we do at True North Weddings from just being there on the wedding day and involved in the planning to a whole other scope of the wedding experience. So stay tuned on that. There will be more to share in future episodes. But I wanted to use this episode as an opportunity both to highlight Desi, introduce her to the community, but also just kind of give you a preview of what's coming in season 2 and some of just the conversations that we're going to be having and really just kind of update too on where we're at, what we're looking at, trends that we're seeing, just kind of talk about some of that stuff too. So let's talk first about the season 2 and some of the episodes that are coming, because Desi has been involved in a few of those as well. We were so blessed this season to have some absolute iconic Duluth guests for the industry, the True North, the Northland industry of weddings. Like we had Jax Eisman from Graceland Ballroom in a really special conversation. I felt so honored to be the first podcast that she'd ever been on, and she was with me in the studio. And if you've ever met Jax, or if you have a consult at Graceland Ballroom with Jax, when you know, like she's a superhuman and the most incredible presence. And so I can't wait for that episode to just inspire people and for people to get to experience her. So that one's coming. We also had Molly from Blackwoods Catering, who's just one of my favorite humans. Every time I see Molly, we can't help but just like want to hang out and catch up and like talk about absolutely everything. And so it was really fun to have her on the podcast. A fun one that Desi was large and in charge of was our Hustle and Bustle event. That's something new coming to True North. It's going to be a recurring event. Share a little bit about what that was.
Yeah. So Hustle and Bustle, it was actually, the idea came up on like our first meeting together.
Yeah.
Like the first time I got to meet the rest of the team, and the idea got brought up about having this event where brides, whether they're whatever stage of planning, they just got engaged, middle of planning, about to have their wedding, could come and do some event planning, hear from some vendors. So this was just all a quick sprung event that came up quickly, and it felt like my first task as brand manager. And so it came together quick. We got a few good vendors. We had Kate from Odyssey Resorts. We had CC Boyle, photographer. What else am I forgetting? Nicole.
From Up North Beauty.
Up North Beauty. We had Keith with After Dark Entertainment. A whole bunch of all these industry professionals, and we had a panel, and we got together and kind of talked wedding trends, what we see, what we recommend at weddings, and it was really good. We had a great turnout, but wanted this to be more.
Yeah. We saw this as like
it was a
multiple
learning.
events.
It was a learning opportunity. It was like,
Yeah.
okay, we did this. Let's reevaluate this. How can we keep this going?
Well, and something I'm so glad we thought of in this event is that we recorded it like a podcast episode. So that I can't wait to air that episode, because you get this panel of industry professionals, which Desi moderated and did a phenomenal job. We were like, hey, by the way, you need to moderate this thing too. Just answering just some great questions about wedding planning from all their different perspectives. And then we saw how cool this could be to do a series of events in the Hustle Bustle format that will continue to bring people together in person. But also, if we are able to capture this as part of a podcast episode, we can share it with a larger audience too. So we'll be sharing more about the Hustle and Bustle event on that episode. More to come, but that's another little preview of something exciting coming into the True North universe in the next year, because we want to have more opportunities for our clients to connect with other couples that are planning in different formats and ways. I know that I feel this, like, opportunities for true connection, they can feel hard to come by, especially when like you're going through something unique. And planning a wedding is a unique personal experience. Like, you're hopefully doing it one time. You're not necessarily engaged in planning at the same time as all of your friends. Maybe you are, but also maybe you don't want to talk to them about some of the things just because you don't. It's hard, like, to balance that. So how can we be bringing more clients and brides and grooms and couples together to share in those experiences and giving them some fun, like entertainment or just inspiration, not a wedding show. We were
No.
looking for something that
Yeah.
wasn't a wedding show, more of an educational
More of
experience.
like a hangout, low key, let's just get together and just talk weddings.
Share and learn.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the Hustle Bustle episode.
Hustle Bustle.
Well, and I should say the full name is The Last Hustle Before the Bustle. But we very quickly coined it as the Hustle Bustle, and it's been kind of fun. Like I feel like it's just rolls off the tongue. So that episode's coming. We also had a great conversation with a DJ, Eric from Euphoric Entertainment, just such an amazing professional in the DJ industry that has just I think embodies what I see as quality DJ and master of ceremonies at a wedding. And I love just chatting with him and getting his perspective on the wedding industry. As a wedding planner, I've always said the DJ can make it or break it for me. Like I can have gone through the entire day with things being flawless. And if I end up having a DJ who goes rogue at the reception and like bombs on the dance floor or the commentary or whatever, I'm beside myself because literally there's not much I can do to fix that at that point. So I'm always very clear with clients if they haven't hired the DJ yet, what they should be looking for. So we talk about some of that in the episode too. And we're also going to do, talking about burnout, like wedding planning burnout. What happens when you're just over it? Can we relate? Like, you're a recent bride too. Yeah. So Desi has been there within the last couple of years, and she can bring a lot to that conversation. Yeah, you're just sort of done. Now what? And because you still got to do it. Like you might have to
do it. You have deadlines.
That's right. Like there is a day, it's looming. You need to get there. And my goal is that you get there joyfully. You actually want to get married by the time that the wedding day rolls around, and you're not dreading it. We need to go from like dread and burnout to I can't wait. I am joyfully anticipating.
Can't wait to have it and for it to be over in a good mindset. Like can't wait for it to be over because I'm going to be married to the person I love and get to see all these people, and sad that those people are gone and that the wedding day's over.
Exactly. It's a mindset shift that we totally see, understand, and have some great tools for getting you over the burnout and into the joy-filled part of wedding planning, because it's real, and rather talk about it than pretend that you
doesn't happen.
Yeah, that it doesn't happen. So that's gonna be a great episode, and one that I think will hit home for a lot of people that are listening. For sure. So that is a preview of some of the episodes that are going to be coming on season 2. And we're already planning out season 3. So as you're listening to the season, if you're thinking, oh my goodness, I would love to hear a conversation with, I don't know, name a vendor, like get a makeup artist or we're already thinking about a lot of these future vendors that we're going to be bringing on to talk about. But what are other wedding planning topics that feel would be relevant and helpful? Because you name it, we can talk about it. So I hope that anybody following along, listening to the podcast or our website, our Instagram page, like shoot us a DM, send a smoke signal, let us know if there's a topic that you'd love to hear us cover in season 3, because we can add episodes at any point. And like, I'm all about solving problems and providing valuable content. Like I want to share all the wisdom that I've gained over many moons of wedding planning, and Desi is such a wealth of knowledge too. So she's always game to join me after we get her up and running on the podcast. I'm sure she'll be a regular face around here. So that's going to be exciting, right? It's wild that we can already be thinking about what the next series of episodes look like. So that's today's episode. I want to keep this one short, and just as an intro to season 2, there are other episodes that I haven't talked about, but those will be fun surprises. And I just encourage you to listen with an open mind. And even if you're wherever you are at in your wedding planning stage, or if you're a wedding vendor, there's valuable advice and information in each one of these episodes that I think will give you a great perspective and a great shift. So I hope you enjoy the season. We're going to be launching episodes week by week over the next 10 weeks. And then we'll be hopefully launching season 3 not too long after. So lots of great content coming your way. And please don't forget to like the podcast, subscribe, follow us on Instagram, write us a review, share your feedback. We really want to interact with our community. And again, stay tuned for more announcements from True North Weddings about some really cool things that are coming. So we've been working hard behind the scenes. Thank you for joining me on another episode of the True North Weddings podcast. I hope today's conversation has filled your heart with inspiration and excitement for your journey down the aisle. Remember, love is the compass that guides us all, and I'm here to help you navigate that every step of the way. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review us on your favorite podcast platform. And until next time, keep following your true north. And if you need a little bit more help along the way, you can always find me at truenorthweddingsduluth.com. Remember, just by listening to this podcast, you're already pointed in the right direction.